I guess just everyone wants to know, how's the knee? You were taking a couple of team reps yesterday. Just how has it kind of progressed throughout training camp, and how does it feel to be back out there?
It felt great being back out there, finally feeling like I'm a part of the team again. But the knee is fine. It's going to continue to progress, and just keep eye on the workload, but still trying to get ready for the season. Game one.
Is it with the knee at this point? Is it a matter of strength? Is it a matter of stability? What is not 100%?
I think strength and the stability is there. It's just the workload. Not playing football, not pushing on guys for a long time. You just got to see how he reacts. It's just more so being cautious than anything.
Trent, you've been here for a while, and I've seen some different storylines and different training camps. It seems like there's a different vibe this year. I'm sure you probably hear that every year, but this year it seems more workmanlike, and it's just not a lot of side stories out there. Have you guys picked up on that as well?
To be honest, I haven't picked up on the lack of stories, but every year is a different team. There is a different vibe in the building. We got a lot of new faces. We got we added a lot of talent to the core nucleus of this team. So, there definitely is a different vibe.
Yesterday, you guys did a lot of the contact in the goal line situations, 3rd and 1. Jay kind of emphasized short yardage. Is that a much bigger emphasis so far because of some of what happened last year?
You probably had to ask Jay that, but it was something we needed. Added a different type of competition to practice. Going full go, something we rarely ever done in the past. So it did liven the day up a little bit.
You guys, obviously the injuries played a factor in how the line was and all that, but was there something where when you look back at that you can say, okay, we failed to do this here last year, we need to do a better job in that area doing this, just to be better in short yardage?
Yeah, like I said, we were in a lot of short yardage situations that we wish we can have back from last year. So it's definitely one of the things we're going to focus on going into the season. But, just the red zone in general, we had to be better down there. And, like you said, injuries played a huge part, but, you can't make an excuse. Everybody's dealing with injuries.
Let's go to the back and then JT.
Trent, back here. What has Coach Callahan meant to you since he's been here?
He's meant everything to me. I've been blessed to have 2 good offensive line coaches in the NFL. And Coach Callahan kind of came and gave me a little kickstart. He brought a whole different new perspective to the game from my eyes. He added a lot of tools in my toolbox. He's a grinder. I respect his grind. I respect him as a coach. I respect how much time he put in, and I think that goes for everybody in the room, and that's why you see him being able to develop people so quick, because they trust him.
Trent, it's only natural for a lot of players to kind of be nervous coming back from injury about taking a hit on the knee. Is that there for you?
Yeah, of course it is. I'd be lying to say it's not, but it's the nature of the beast. And, the mental part of it is one of the hardest things to get over. But, I'm prepared. I got a strong mentality. I get through it.
Hey, Trent, for Thursday, what are you looking for to see, either if you take the field or just some of these young guys in this first preseason game?
We just want to see compete. See them compete, see everybody 100% effort. Just set the tone for the season. A lot of these guys are going to be putting on Redskin uniforms for the first time. That in itself is a sight to see. You get to see people fulfill their childhood dreams, but other than that, just to see them, attack it and be able to, hit a different color jersey for once.
Trent, to follow up on the Bill Callahan question, in what way has he sort of given you a new perspective on the game, and has he leaned on you and the other veterans to bring along guys like Jerron?
Yeah, he definitely leaned on us. He always kind of puts that on our plate to help bring the younger guys along. He has so much he covers, and it's hard for him to spend, a lot of time on one person. So, the veterans are there to help deliver his message. But to answer your question, Coach Callahan breaks the game down to a science, and it was something that I've never done before. I just kind of lined up, knew my man, knew my assignment, and played. But he brings an overall understanding to the game, and he ups your football IQ. He definitely did mine. So, like I said, he it was the kickstart I needed.
Trent, is there a moment that so far at camp that's kind of stuck out to you as like, okay, you feel more back or anything like that?
No, I'm still knocking the rust off. I don't feel like I'm back to being me, but every day is getting better. Every day my eyes are starting to adapt to guys moving 100 miles an hour. So yeah, I don't know if there's anything left other than just to get more reps.
Trent, speaking of new guys around here, what's your assessment of how Pete has fared so far?
Of how who?
Pete Roberts.
Oh, Petey? Yeah. Yeah, Peter has been doing an outstanding job. I think he came back ready. He know what to expect this year. You can tell he studies his playbook, man. He's always diagnosing the offense. He got a good grasp on the defense. He puts himself in good positions, and he knows how to pass rush. And in this league, it's hard to teach a pass rusher. He has that innate ability to put pressure on the quarterback, and I think everybody's starting to notice around him.
Trent, you've been a starter ever since you came into the league, and you've become a star. But there are a lot of guys who aren't, and they move around from team to team and are always trying to make it for another year, another 2 years. Do you notice those guys, and how do you have an admiration for them, and how much they stick to it to try to fulfill their goals?
Yeah, of course you notice them. They're your teammates, but I got admiration for anybody in this game, who gets to this level. And whether you're a star, it takes an incredible amount of focus and hard work to be able to perform at a high level consistently. And it takes an incredible amount of focus to go from one team to the next, pick up the playbook in a month or so and be able to compete at a high level. So, I mean, every facet of the game, when people make it to this level, there's something that you can admire about the process.